especially in a best of one.
Yes, especially with the major in contention. Of course, we're looking at that a little ways down the road. Got some time until then. Until then, it is our commentators, Chad and Alex, going to be delivering you Fiend versus FaZe on Mirage.
Yeah, I'm a Fiend for Fiend versus FaZe. Let's get into it. Getting to see FaZe start on that T side. I'm joined by Chatty B, and we are ready to see if this Fiend roster have got anything more to show. The desk will perfectly outline just how muddy this is all going to lay down in this day. I mean, some teams definitely are going to be securing spots, but it is all going to be up for debate. And for now, Han's got a lot on his plate. Rain going for a fight and deletes. Window open for business as it is middle. FaZe aren't in any rush here, and actually going to be setting Olaf Meister up to kind of take this space away. Red Star should have him. Oh, into the shoulder blade. He lives on.
I think he even was realizing where that came from immediately there.
And in the meantime, Twister's actually been caught. A good catch from Victor over on the A site. So Red Star doesn't manage to finish off Olaf, and they're coming into a big catch onto the A defense. That should open up a plant. They can't really contest. Rain has short on lock. Olaf has jungle. And this is a well-shaped up pistol now. The frags keep coming. Rain with a second. That's why you give him the P250. Hard duels for Red Star. Very hard duels. 2 left in the clip. He's closing in on Carrigan's position. He does have a kit, so time isn't too much of a factor. Carrigan, 2 targets, dancing with them both. A fresh clip for Dreamer, but 3 to find. Time-sensitive mission, and already a nice headshot found. Kit scooped up, and a USP for good measure. Doesn't look like he's actually going to go for it.
Okay, well, hold on to that. Give it a go in the next round of play. You know the drill, everybody. But look, if you call the desk segment, if you've been on the social medias, if you've been reading hltv.org, you know that the outcomes for today, there's a lot of them. That's an understatement. Now,
you should see Striker's Excel spreadsheet.
He hasn't slept in 4 days, I've heard.
No,
he just stays awake at night. He just sits. He can't even watch the Counter-Strike because he's too busy bloody crunching the numbers, the results here. But I think the keys, at least for this matchup on our screen right here, is if you want FaZe to make it to the major, a win right here is mandatory, and that is just to get things started, right? So let's just take a look and just go, let's have a good game of CS. Let's have an exciting game of CS and the W's for your team. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Just worry about the wins, and that will simplify it for everybody. But here we go, the force buy in. Victor close towards the ramp here, and wow, immediately strikes. That's some beautiful stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, it's ballsy, but gives them the man advantage. And into this force buy, they have been notoriously difficult to convert over the course of this season. Rain worked wonders in mid on that P250, and he is going to get some inquisitive CTs, a little tag into Bubble as he goes looking. And there is a FAMAS in play. Dreamer saving, and that FAMAS has caught Rain and chunked him down. Now defending. Oh dear, dunked, and Bubbles digs in the feed as well. AK falls into enemy hands, and FaZe flat into the second.
2 on 5, not going to be easy here. It is Twist and Olaf alive, so 2 individuals who could get it done, but they need to get that bomb back. They still have a minute left on the clock, but the kills need to start coming their way. Bubble, up close and personal, but it's Red Star's Deagle there that sings, and there you go. There you have it, an absolutely flawless force buy scenario for Fiend.
Look at what they've come into it with. Like, they basically won the pistol.
That's beautiful.
If anything, Dreamer running away with that armor and the kit really just justified as he whips out that FAMAS to finish off top mid.
This is one of the things, right, that I think is the difference maker of modern day Counter-Strike compared to CS back in the day, right? Is playing all of these scenarios, knowing the ramifications, knowing the economy to the finest of details, what you can afford, what having that extra bit of armor will allow. It's great to see, right? It is really good to see all these details being delved into so deeply. And now with the nades being dropped, it's going to happen even more so. We're going to get FaZe trying to bounce back into things here with the Deagle forced by their own, but without that plant, it's not looking too juicy. And oh, look at juicy now for Fiend. Immediately, they just all strike. Bubble, Han, Victor. They're going to lock this one out. Just one man, Twists. Gets 1 kill, but that's all it's going to be here, and Bubble finishes things off. This is a great start for Fiend.
Absolutely it is. And I am sure FaZe, let's not forget, we just heard as well from the interview with Carrigan as to what their sights and goals are. He set goals on getting to the major semi-final. Well, yeah, getting to the major is step 1.
Semi-final?
Yeah.
Semi-final. Okay, Carrigan, that's quite the bar, right? That is actually quite the bar to be setting for yourself here. High expectations. The way we get there this round, it is just going to be the Glocks and a flashbang. And Lots of footsteps heard underpass here, and I think that's just to draw and bait out any extra util and eyes, maybe the rotation from that Cat player, and well, it's worked. They are going to be able to pop on towards B here. Red Star's going to have to defend from this short position. That nade, chunk of damage, and now he gets to mop him up with a Galil. 35 bullets of pain. Oh, Dreamer's still in him here. Red Star was the closest. The bomb is going to get planted. This is good for FaZe. Getting something out of a nothing round. Dreamer gets his third. Twists on the Glock will grab one, and that's all they're going to grab right there. But still, considering that is a great round, FaZe, with one flash and Glocks, get the bomb down and even a kill. So, not too bad, not too shabby.
I just reread the FaZe game plan from Striker's article just to make sure I have it in my head. And I'm actually going to make sure everyone, if you haven't had the time or don't know where to find it, it's over at hltv.org. But FaZe beating Fiend would put them through to the playoffs and likely to qualify, with a top 7 guaranteeing them a spot.
Okay, so what that means here is, guys, not only do they have to win right now to get themselves into the playoffs, they have to win one game within those playoffs. And now what's going to happen in the playoffs as well is, because in the RMR events, we need to determine almost every single position, right? So there's going to be the single elimination best of 3 bracket with the top 8. But if you lose in that opening round, you'll drop into another round of games to decide exactly where you land in that bucket, because it's all about these points. That's what this is all about.
One win within the playoffs, FaZe would be secure, but to secure the playoffs, they have to pick up this W. Good start from Fiend, very convincing stuff after losing the pistol. A flawless second round conversion with the Deagles, and they're into B again. Lots of space found by Carrigan. The flashes are good. Red Star unchecked. Olaf spots him out. No damage just yet, but there goes Red Star's head. Popped off of his shoulders from AK's on FaZe. Bombs already planted, the smokes are blooming, and the CT retake has been deterred. I don't think they were having anything to do with this. The smokes now fade, but FaZe are fully set up, and it does look like Fiend will just look for a second bite of the cherry into our 5th round of play. 6th round, excuse me.
I wonder if they kept everybody alive there, if they would want to consider maybe going for this retake, right? Because they were the ones with the utility advantage in all this. You know, a couple of lighter weapons, but all in all, it's not the end of the day. FaZe with a simple B execute and just one kill from Olaf. And sometimes that's all it takes, right? For the action, it's just that one shot from Olaf. But realistically, think about all the util that FaZe just dumped to get there. The smokes, the consistent Molotovs, those flight paths that we have to talk about. So there's a lot of details into a round that looks like it's just one kill and it's done. But 40 seconds of that bomb does transpire. Boom goes the dynamite, and the scoreline currently reading 3-2. I cannot believe there was a gentleman yesterday, and shout out to you if you're watching again, who I made a reference, reaction shot onto Drally, which is from a Complexity movie back in like 2004, 2005 or something like that. I think it was the Armageddon one, where Warden was making a comment about a shot that he made coming out of short.
It's very niche.
Yeah, and this guy, he's like, I was like, wow, okay, mad respect to you. I'll see if I have any of those little nuggets that come on through my brain again here, because some of those Complexity movies back in the day, they were like Counter-Strike frag movie meets a bit of a documentary, and they were really ahead of their time back then.
A cult classic, absolutely. We had some equivalents in Pro Mod that I'm sure I could reference. Might be 2 people that would get them.
All right, well, double orbs here for the defensive Fiend. They're applying one of them over towards this jungle position, and the other on Catwalk, and it's Red Star and Han, the 2 names who are in the newer realms of the Bulgarian Counter-Strike scene. Dreamer, Victor, and Bubble, you guys have seen for years.
Are you suggesting it's a combination of old and new?
Oh, it seems to work,
veterans and rookies?
Something blue.
Yeah. Well, it certainly is a nice marriage between the 2. Fiend have been threatening throughout their presence here at the European RMR.
Now, this is what we've been seeing a lot, really, right? Mirage's, these defaults have become such a slow crawl. I think all that utility that gets dumped towards connector from both the CTs and the Ts is causing this, because now it used to be... Oh, Han spotted him.
That's info on his little slither. Now, Carrigan's a wise man, but with 45 seconds, he's might be tempted. And good bait. Confirms the AWPing presence. Now, there is 2 in play, so getting that bomb down would really force the hand to save. A good catch. Rain opens up again.
Is it going to be A?
2 back-to-back openers from FaZe, but this time Red Star's got more resistance. It is going to be A. Dreamer's tucked in Dark. The rotate's on its way. 25. It could get a bit sensitive. They haven't mollied Dark, so the fight comes through. Dreamer looking for survival, looking to delay. Just the 2 of them now from FaZe. That was a necessary frag. Brokey needs them all, and great shooting, but Han's coming in to clear. Fakes
ready.
it. Oh, and Han secures it for Fiend. Fiend.
FaZe and Fiend combined.
Yes, it was a little brain fart, but I mean, it looked so comfortable for Fiend until it didn't. Brokey pulls FaZe back into contention for a moment, but good recovery. I mean, this was a 4v5. Redster going looking. Clears out that ladder room position. And yeah, falls into place nice. I think the clock was FaZe's worst enemy there. They had to have just a little bit too much of a rush, bumbling into the site. Good multi-kills out of Fiend.
Oh, no pace change here. Same kind of a look of a round, but more back over towards B with that bomb. Mid presence has been felt and top mid control taken as Han. A warning shot out, but no real pressure to be applied just yet. Rain perched behind the mid boxes. They have to be ready for this, and I think the tell of his utility could give him away. The window smoke deployed, and that will deny Red Star. But the two-pronged defense with the AWPs over towards middle, that's different. Normally you see one towards middle and maybe one on an extremity, maybe in Palace, maybe Ticket, maybe B-Apps, but this is quite active towards middle here.
He is aggressive. Wants to keep him on notice, and as the window smoke fades, Olof will be respectful of that AWPing presence. So you can see the intentions. And they handled it well in the first. And now Karrigan loudly leading out. Yeah, here they go, looking for the clear, and jumps in and traded. Two still stand to defend this. Red Star from jungle, not anymore, and they all fall apart. Nice from Rain, finding that AWPer. Both of the AWPs caught out. And Olof unable to quite finish his meal onto Bubble. They will be on the retreat. Bubble considering trying to recover an AWP, I suspect.
Yeah, that would be nice. That's a high strike here from Bubble. If he can get away with this as well, even better. And it looks like FaZe is going to allow it there. But yeah, that just all came from nowhere, didn't it? It's like, okay, slow crawl, default spread, and Karrigan goes, well, this is the go signal. I'm letting you all know. Just loud out there.
I come.
Yeah, out the Palace position. But twice in a row now, they've played somebody in the shadow position under that balcony here just behind Brokey. It was Dreamer previously. And with Twist with not mollying him, I think that was the undoing of their play over towards that jungle control. This time around, Victor gets one and done from, well, the same spot. So it's something that I think that FaZe are going to have to start noting now. Maybe we see a Molotov going there more often than not. Bomb goes off, and we keep this one very, very close. 4-3, 1 round in it. And yeah, this was the kill, right? Getting caught in no man's land right there. At the same time, Olof is able to get a kill over towards that window room. And they're locked on out for the rotations. If you're not trading efficiently or at least staying alive, right, then there's so much space for the T's to work into. Going to worm their way forward, suffocate you. And, well, with that saved AWP, we will see Fiend retain the double AWP setup. Everybody with the Silent Stem Falls as well around that Victor, Dreamer, Bubble, all into those. And I'm sure they were playing back in 2015 when the weapon was, well, it was stronger than it is right now, actually, everybody. There was less bullets, but it was definitely stronger, or at least I remember it that way.
Certainly. Fiend are on a bit of a streak at the moment, of course, taking both Fnatic down, but more impressively, I think, taking down Double Pony in such a convincing fashion. 16-5, chat. That was a domineering performance from the Bulgarian squad.
That helped out NIP, right? That was the same time going on yesterday, so the Swedes happy with that. Cheering around Stockholm was heard last night.
NIP confirmed for the home soil major.
I think we have 9 teams now locked, because MIBR lost today against Sharks. And I think Sharks took the top spot over there in South America. So big problems for MIBR as an organization now, I'd say. That almost felt like a mandatory one, like a Renegades from Oceania type level of quality. Because I don't want to sound rude, but all the good Brazilian teams compete in North America.
Oh, Brokey just jumps into the jaws, and both of the AWPs fill the feed. That's a perfect start for the double AWP setup of Fiend. Issues now for FaZe, and these rounds, they're very spotty. They keep trading blows.
Look at this, though. Manufacturing a one-way, drops the smoke.
Yeah, Rain's there.
Oh my lord, Red
brilliant.
Star. It's juicy, it's annoying, and it should be the round.
Just as maybe they were talking through a game plan to make a 3v5 work, Rain thinks he's happy in a little off angle, the window looking smoked. Not to be.
The problem is right now, and it looks like they are going to have a look in elsewhere, right, with this Twist AWP, or maybe just perching up in Palace to save. But regardless, it's close to a minute of just sitting there now and just going, well, we can't really do anything. The round is over. You're stewing in your juices and you're looking at your loss bonus there, thinking to yourself, okay, well, we're reset again. It's 1,400 into the next. I think we'll get a potential buy out of Olof. Twist isn't going to get a loss bonus here, but will be able to buy himself an AK-47. So as we start to piece this one together, you can see that FaZe can continue to be threatening, but this is one of the situations. You lose 3 players without any response, a tiny lick of damage done to Han, and you have to save. T's on the receiving end early here, 5-3. And I think, I don't know, like normally when we watch FaZe, it's sometimes a little bit spicier, right? They're getting stuck in, but you consider how important all of these rounds are. We've already laid out the groundwork for what FaZe need to do here today. Get the win into the playoffs and then a win in the playoffs. And well, it's a best of one. You don't want to put a foot fault anywhere. Maybe they don't want to get into too fast Counter-Strike and have it run away from them. But here it is. The guns dropped across. Brokey happy that Twist saved his AWP, and it will be Carrigan taking the emission onto a Deagle. So setting his team up for success here, but they need to start converting.
Yeah, this is it. See if they can mix it up a little bit. Red Star's always found impact, and again he knocks the shoes off of Rain. Barefoot now in mid. 15 HP.
There's only one player over towards B right now. That's Red Star, and could be in a bit of strife if there is more pressure applied. But as we can see on the radar, siphoning back on through T-Spawn, our FaZe clan. Everybody are going to greet up for a little bit of a mid-round chat. All right, boys, we are going A. 2 smokes, a couple of mollies, a couple of flashes, and they're just working out who's going to be throwing what here. Passing it across. Brokey looking to be lining up that stairs smoke. I'm sure Carrigan will do the link one there in front of jungle. But look at this stack. This is perfect right now from Fiend. So many bodies on the side.
Oof. Nice defensive CT smoke to play around. That will make the fights awkward as they come up Tetris. And here they come. Starting the commit, Victor and Dreamer. Still on the site is Dreamer, and Han's there to support as well from the CT. The AWP not smoked off. The headshots are there. FaZe crumble. Nearly spotless. Just the only single casualty from Fiend, and they are going to set themselves up for the 7th, maybe even the 8th.
Real problems there, and they're using their own Deagle against them. You see that, picking that up in the middle of the spray, running out of bullets in the Silent Stem fort. That was Dreamer getting that one done. This is the first time we've had Dreamer back in the major system. I think it is. Bit of a spotty past, old Dreamer, but good to see him getting the opportunity to show what he's got here on LAN. Noisy again. We saw this already out of FaZe, right? They did this B presence. Carrigan had one flash. They were able to draw the players away from the B bomb site and get themselves a plant. But this time round, Bubble won't be falling for those little tricks. And he even gets a freebie right there through the smoke. Twist is down. 4 on 5. And this one here is already done. It was done before it started.
Well, you know, why don't we use this opportunity to talk about the other side of the coin, especially with Fiend picking themselves up a lovely start here on the CT side. So yes, definitely coming in as underdogs, but with 2 wins already under their belt, Fiend beating FaZe would put them through to the playoffs for a chance to qualify for the major already. However, they can actually guarantee a spot with a deep run in that playoffs. They need top 6.
Okay, yeah.
To guarantee it.
That was the case for a lot of teams who came in with 0 points, right? The top 6 was required within those playoffs there to make this possible. So there's a lot of things that could end up happening, really.
Certainly, but you know, getting to the playoffs is such a huge mark. You know, you get to the best of 3s, you're going to truly have a chance to kind of stretch your legs, have a day off. It's going to be hyping both of these teams up, knowing the stakes of this single map, a game on Mirage for potentially all the marbles. And so far, so brilliant from the boys from Bulgaria. Like, nothing's gone wrong. Everything's gone right.
Ever since the force buy, right? Ever since the 2nd round of play. Dreamer carried across the defuse kit, the extra bit of armor, buys himself a Famas, and they make it all work. But here we go, a little bit pacier now, quick through mid.
Ooh, okay. Uncharacteristic from Red Star. He's been hitting every opener he's attempted previously. This time, the nade's on the nose of Rain. He tagged Red Star in the process through that smoke. We've got a 3-man presence here in middle. Rain's being forced out by the utility from short. That's Dreamer supporting in this mid defense, playing that ladder room effectively. Pot shots from Red Star. He does love them. Must have reinforced himself. He's capable. Been hitting those in practice.
It's just so jarring to deal with as well, right? Just that presence constantly being felt and heard in middle, but this is it. Close towards the A ramp. Han posted up with the AWP. Victor sweeping to make sure there's nobody close. And this is a lot of information for Fiend to be holding on to here. Twist needs to be careful. His little toes could be spotted on that ledge. And mid-util still being deployed right now to make this one difficult. Bubble can spot towards connector from here.
He certainly can. Oh, and they are through the smoke. Han tested, Twists down, but from behind they'll strike. Those are the frags they were waiting for. More from Rain. Loud from Red Star, and that is a FaZe round. Good recovery And undeterred from all those AWP shots in mid, Carrigan just calls a ballsy, let's wait 10 seconds and then walk up connector.
They've had success once they get this mid control, right? You think about the pistol round, they did the same thing. Rain walked up, I think he got a P250 kill early. And then when they had control of vent room, window room, jungle, it just made them deciding where they wanted to finish a whole lot easier. So Fiend are going to need to put a stop to this, because FaZe will now get their 4th and Red Star looking to hold on to this AWP. But one little fun fact for everybody playing at home, look at all the Fiend players' names. 4 out of the 5 of them all have a number in their name, representing a letter.
Uh-huh. Why? What could Bubble have? He could be Bubble 3?
He could be. I don't know how it would look because he's lowercase. If it was uppercase, I think you'd get away with a little bit better there because it look a bit odd. Well, actually, Dreamer's done it, but...
Yeah, but for some reason, Dreamers looks gangster.
Yeah, you're right. I just know, like, because I know we have a couple of players, obviously, Glaive, Simple, right? You know, there is quite the list for this, but when I saw 4 out of 5 names, I was like, all right, a second, maybe this is that's actually the team name. Numbers in names.
Yeah. 7 in his name, 7th in the game, Red Star.
Doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
For some reason.
No. Oh, Victor has a 1 and a 7. He currently has 8 kills, so it's all part of Gabe's master plan right here. Turning their attention now for what looks like it might be a B double pump. They might want to fake this, push Bubble away.
Carrigan flashes off, takes some space. Pressure on the B side. Hahn reacts as well from short, and it is a fake, but the smoke guising their cross. Victor, only the one. A chance for a second, and Red Star's the one to post it. FaZe can go either way now. And look how aggressive he is. He's pushed out here. Hahn could be exposed. Rain aware. That smoke is suspicious, and he will clear it. And snappy from Hahn. Damn. A split second. Separating the two, Carrigan into B. There is a real opportunity to get an afterplant set up here, but Carrigan exclusively equipped with the AK. There is no utility to be plied.
This is great.
Strafe out of Red Star. It does mean that they'll have 2 prongs on this retake. That's if the bomb even goes down. Red Star's already there to contest Brokey's Apps walk. Oh, he didn't catch him. Carrigan does have an opportunity here, but Brokey needs to get across to the site still. And it's not a guarantee.
Oh,
okay, screaming now. 1 short, bomb will go down. 2-on-4 shaping up. Carrigan established.
3 AWPs.
In the kitchen, yeah, 3 AWP retake. I don't know how they typically work. Oh, they're both focusing on the right thing. I think a barrel, yeah, and a shot confirms suspicions. And another one, this time Brokey deals with Dreamer. They know at least 2 coming from the kitchen side. Carrigan biding his time. It's Red Star from the Apps for first contact. Oh, and the bait. Hahn's there as well. Too many men. Bubble finishes it, and they will retake. 8. It looked threatening for a second, but FaZe can't make it work with just the 2 of them.
Definitely was going to be wobbly with 3 AWPs for the retake there, so Bubble getting his hands on that AK to find that final kill. Good stuff for him, but yeah, moments for FaZe in this one here, and I thought that they were going to double pump the B bomb site because Carrigan got all the space they wanted, but they went looking over towards middle. And Hahn hitting that shot, oh, Rain's going to be scratching his head a little bit. Should have had the advantage in that one. Just a great shot from Hahn to convert, and nothing you can do about that. And here we go again. Bomb down, money good. FaZe can buy.
Oh, they're trying something different here.
Yeah, straight towards A. They dropped the top mid smoke, at least to keep them busy for a moment, but that's a deep ramp smoke. You just saw that flick on over. They're going to push through it.
Yeah, and this is an important kill. Twists, sleep at the wheel, doesn't adjust in time. It is Rain and Carrigan that keep it into the site. And this brawl is going to continue. Favoring Hahn at least onto the exchange with Brokey. A tag this time into the sandwich position. The nade looks promising. 2 AWPs again. Can they really get out of trouble again? Looks like Rain is causing the most chaos he can on that default box. He's lost his teammate. Does control the spray nicely there, Dreamer. And now hanging around in the elevated position. And Dreamer will clean it up. 3. Solid performance out of Fiend here. And FaZe are going to run out of options soon. 2.5k, 3.6 on Rain.
Oh, dearie me.
Yeah, I mean...
The best that they're going to be able to muster here is likely 5 rounds. Fiend should get double digits on this CT side. With what you're pointing out there, right, the loss bonus into the next round of play is going to be 2,900, but still, like, FaZe at most here can maybe invest in some Tech-9s or Deagles. It can't be really anything other than that.
But there's just such a distinct lack of other players in the feed from FaZe. Like, every time we're talking about an execute, I find myself talking about Rain. Rain's getting 2 on the way in, they convert. Rain gets 2 and they don't. Rain gets something and they don't. Everyone else has just been a bit silent so far. A gag order issued by Fiend. He's humbled a lot of the individuals. Twists 2, Olaf 5, Brokey the same. And in pursuit of a real crushing blow, if they can find any more here, these final 2 rounds, crucial for FaZe Clan. A 9-6, definitely nothing to complain about, but it is only with the light buy. Tech9s, Kevlar. Double molly in the apps, nades for good measure.
Yeah, they have a really good idea this is coming. Unfortunately, just a little bit of flak damage there. You would have been hoping for a bit more, but I think all of that has dissuaded FaZe away.
Hear him.
Yeah, if they are noisy, Han, and almost.
Ooh.
Gets away with his life right there. So either way, both of them very lucky. Bubble going to fill his position, and yeah, FaZe, the initial strategy's been cancelled straight out the gates here. And at this moment, if they go back towards A and they execute, it is a retake setup. So they have enough utility to get in, but they don't have anything to get out. So they're really going to have to hope that Fiend trip over themselves here.
All right, it's all sailing through the sky, as is the HE from Victor. Nice little chip damage onto the rest of them. Karrigan catches it square on the jaw. The bomb's a little late to the party. They do have to take CT space. He's up over the ticket. Good finds on the reload. He will not go down. Red Star protects his assets. And yeah, bomb planted. It's a consolation prize though, and it's only rain. 1 is all he can muster. And it's 10 for Fiend. Now the bomb plant will facilitate some resistance out of FaZe. It will be everything they can desire.
What are we looking at here? Brokey, Olaf, that's 10 kills. You've got, so it's 15 kills with 4 combined, and then Rain sitting on 10. With 103 ADR, right? So I think that is a key takeaway, is even if you don't take the kills into account and you just look at the ADR, Rain's still managing to put 100 down a round and nobody else is even close to that. So you can see that it is just a lack of frags, but also right now, Fiend aren't giving them room to work with. They've made a lot of these situations very, very awkward.
And they're always in the right place. Like, there is at no point we're saying, oh, FaZe have booked them. There's no smoke and mirrors and fakey boy plays. That's a chance. Oh, he's done it again. Han does not have a blind spot. Snaps into Rain as he starts to pull the trigger, and Bubble forcing the issue. Brokey's not going to be ready for this. He checks it. It's Bubble that deals with it. Olaf to keep things at least competitive. And Red Star again with his one-way.
This is wild.
Yeah, he loves having that gap. Manufactures it himself. It'll be suspicious, but it will keep Karrigan's feet planted at top of mid. Oh, boy. Sticky situation for FaZe to find themselves in here.
It's going to be hard to dig themselves out, right? You see Olaf there with a bucket load of utility, but once again, right, they've had this skirmish and they don't really have any space to work with. They still have to worry about players picking connector, window, short. They haven't maintained, they haven't taken anything. So it is going to be an all-in towards the B split. And that really rests on Karrigan getting past Red Star.
Good luck, have fun. He's got shot on lock.
Oh.
Has he? I suspected he'd take a cursory glance.
Han maybe has this from the side. Okay, timing. Cruel Mistress. I think this one's done.
Yeah, looks like it. Only Olaf remains in a hard Galil transfer. Bit shy of the mark. 7 HP. And at least there's an AWPer to deal with if he was to take the rifle out, but gap closed by the Deeg and Fiend. Absolutely fiending for it. 11 in pursuit of the playoffs should they convert. Only 5 separating them from that.
Hey Future Pros. Ooh, we got a fun one for you today. I see Flusha trying to do this one every time with some success, but let's see if I can show you how to do it. This is a T-spawn smoke that will land in the mid window. To do this one, stand beside this bin. Aim just to the right of the edge of this wall in line with the window. Run to the left and jump throw the smoke just as you get onto the steps. Easy, right? Well, maybe not. It's gonna take a good few attempts for you to get this one nailed down. But when mastered, you'll be gifted with a very quick mid-window smoke.
Fiend are within touching distance of getting themselves through to the playoffs of the European RMR. High energy in that booth, and quite the opposite for FaZe. A very quiet T side, but how often have we talked about FaZe and quiet T sides? It's certainly a sentence that doesn't sound too unfamiliar. So they'll have to really step it up on the defense. Coming into the pistols now on the CT side.
I don't think pressure can really be attested to FaZe's name. Everybody in this team, other than Brokey, is heavily experienced, right? So FaZe need to pull up their socks right now because the major is getting further and further away with every round loss. And there wasn't even a guarantee coming into this match. They just needed to win to at least keep that door wide open.
And this is so common. I swear, 90% of pro teams are doing like a 4-1 split on CT pistols of Mirage, like playing retake, one for the passive window hold, one CT, and the rest lean B. Harder to retake, I suppose.
It almost looks like the same round, right? They also had a player Fiend in that first half on the pistol with a flash set up in case they got spiraled in on. That utility can be great for the A retake as well. No smoke for the defuse, though. And everybody just seems to poke and prod around and see, okay, well, there's no aggressive maneuver. Now we'll regather our forces and we'll head over back towards this A bomb site. The bomb on the back of Bubble. 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and 2 P250s. In pairs they go.
Okay, so flashes set up, smoke deployed. This is going to be the A hit.
Oh.
Rain, careful with your life here. He's desperately trying to catch one on the entry, but shots go awry and the bomb's going down safe. Bubble to plant. Issues for FaZe. They do have the kit, a single flash.
This is going to be really hard.
Yeah, they're going to have to make this count. Han's going for the latest of flanks. We'll check in on that later.
There's a P250 for it as well.
Yeah. There after plans solid. 2 doubled up on Tetris. Victor to bait in red stuff. Jules found. That's a big one from Twist. Palace can be a nuisance. Need more though. Need more. Carrigan can't find their head. He's having issues. 2 of them low. Han's behind him. Olaf will check. Olaf needs this. Dancing with him. Running out of time. Han will take him down. And this looks great for Fiend. It's their round every day of the week. 12 in their pocket. Fiend within touching distance of the playoffs.
Holy moly. Oh, it was out of control before it even started, right? A 5-on-5 retake, you don't have a smoke for the bomb, you're already in problems, and then it felt like Han had sealed the deal with that flank around the world maneuver. This is some great Counter-Strike from Fiend here today. And names like Han and Red Star, you're probably not too familiar with them by any means, and they're showing up in a big way.
Really big.
Like, everybody right now for Fiend is fragging. It's 14 kills for Bubble and Dreamer, 13 for Han, 12 for Victor, and 11 for Red Star. So everybody right now is contributing for the Bulgarians.
Hail Mary Deagle from Twist, smoked off. Fundamentals are there.
This is the Hail Mary, right? You said Hail Mary Deagle, the whole thing. This is an all-in, right? FaZe lose this. Next round, they have to eco. Fiend are up to 14 rounds. What, a 14-4 comeback for FaZe? We've seen some wild things, but that's going to be mental. Victor, you going through? Victor, what? Victor?
They are brave. Oh, Lord, this is actually really threatening. And the Mag-10. Oh, some CT names in the feed, and another chance this time for all-off damage. The scout missing. Carrigan running out of options now. He wants to finish him off. Twist will provide. Twist catching bullets. Dreamer does have the AK, and now Carrigan forced to clutch this all-in maneuver. They're going back to A. Bubble will perfectly lock down Carrigan's rotate. Short is his best bet. Oh, it's tough for the Dane here.
Oh, even still. So what does he do? He goes around and tries to go connector here, and Bubble hears it all and just stops him with the Mac-10 on the side of the head. He has no form of armor. He's just going to get shredded.
Bomb's going down now. Carrigan confirms his worst fears are true. It is an A plant.
Oh, and he has to go for it.
He does. A 10-second defuse in his future. Smoke doesn't achieve anything because Bubbles lent towards the CT. Their after plant is peaceful. Don't have to wait for the sound. Bubble to confirm it's a fake. No issues here. Carrigan's running out of options, and down he goes. Fiend. They've done everything right. There is nothing going FaZe's way. And that, as you discussed, will almost seal the 14th as well.
Oh, dearie me. This is definitely looking like a Fiend win here.
Yeah.
Look, this would put Fiend through the playoffs, right? But again, if you are a Bulgarian Counter-Strike fan and you wanted to see them at the major, they would still have to go for a deep run with a top 6 placing. So it's not going to be easy going forward. But for FaZe on the other side of things, if they lose here, it puts them in 3rd place for the group, where they can play off in that 9th to 12th bracket. where they need at least an 11th place in that bracket to have a shot, right? Whereas if they came top 7, I believe it was a guarantee. Eagle for Rain is nice, and maybe he's heard us getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
Okay, yeah, confirmation of more. Palace and Rain, the impactful Rain with 2 brings the pain. Brokey tucked on default. Not going to be easy, despite the opening kills, despite 2 opening kills. These are unarmored Deagles. It's a $700 sidearm against fully bought up Ts, and they will be diligent. Brokey, oh, he doesn't get Molotov'd out. It doesn't spread. The wallbang's keeping him safe for now. Twist to try and distract. Oh, Red Star clears him out. Issues. They're so low. FaZe lose another. It's falling apart now, and only onto Olof. 2 within that 1-shot radius. Absolutely brutal. Can't ask for more from Rain. He's doing everything he can to keep FaZe in this, but it's not there as a unit. Olof crawling in. If he can find Bubble, the rest are low. And he's spotted him. Hard to find and connect those bullets. Smoke guising, Bubbles reposition. Olof can't find the head, and they do find 14. 17 and 5 for Bubbles, 17 and 5 for Dreamer.
Wow.
They really have not faced any resistance. It's been easy street.
This is crazy. Like, again, we talked about the ADR in that first half here, but Rain is still the only individual who's still close to 100. I think Olof is at 57. Everybody else is nowhere near that in the 30 to 40 region. So they're not even finding a whole lot of damage here in these rounds. This for me, they're not shooting them. That's the key component of Counter-Strike, shooting the bad guy.
Chad Burchill with the news.
Well, this is the thing, right? You can throw the smokes, the flashes, the nades. You can, gracefully dance across the map and out-position your opponent. You still have to kill them, right? And right now, FaZe are not doing that. And that's what that's what the team has been about.
That's what it's always been about.
And now that's just not happening here. So it's going to be 5-4s to defend their honor. And if they want to start a comeback, it is more than a mountain to climb.
Completely and totally bamboozled. Two rounds away from the playoffs for Fiend. And they'll continue to have their major fate in their hands should they convert.
Oh, it's back towards B here. There's 2 players on the side. It is Karrigan and Olof. Olof has some utility, but no molly, no smoke. He's not really going to be able to use the H here and the flashes if they start waterfalling out of apartments. Twist with some info at 40 seconds. But Dreamer, he could ruin all of this. He could keep them over towards A with a kill or a late lurk. It's a drama either way.
Has he got the right timing? Brokey, down, damn, Dreamer with
They're rotating from B. They're rotating from B.
Yeah, and they're coming in. Here's the commit. Olof will be calling for backup, calling for raid. Olof with some damage. We need lethality. Only Karrigan stands now to defend on the site. Good headshot, but Red Star clears it. 15 seconds. The bomb can go down uncontested. Twist is working on the flank. 3v2. It's Rain and Twists. This could be a good time for the Canadian to come online. Keep FaZe's hopes in it. Hahn likely to peek this. Tip of the head spotted and eliminated. Into the site now. And only Rain gone. Twist has to do it all. He's got 2, needs the 3rd, and dancing with Dreamer. Last seen Palace, trying to work it out. It's Apps he's gone for. Kit recovered, considers the apartment's Dreamer stayed hidden. And he's holding it. That's brave, because Dreamer knocks his head off, and now 15. They're 1 away, Chad. And there's nothing going to stop Fiend right now. Nothing. Look at the funds. Look what they have to defend to try and start an 11-round comeback with. FAMAS, Deeg, it's not pretty. Light on util. Red Star, the impact player of the previous. And we're only 20 rounds into it.
This has felt quick and not the way it was expected, right? This is crazy here. FaZe just haven't shown up today. They just haven't woken up on the right side of the bed to take on a Fiend who are hungry for this. Sure, they come on in as the underdog, but they're playing like the favorite right now. 15-4, confident Counter-Strike, not stepping a foot out of line. It's not gimmicky stuff, it's again, solid CS.
Out-aimed as well. Like, there's just that Dreamer head-to-head with Brokey. We saw it just the opener, the start of the House of Cards collapsing.
Oh, this is a miserable place to be for FaZe. 11 rounds consecutively, and Karrigan, well, he's gone on a walk, he's gone on a mission, an in-game leader round is present. So much space taken, the information will be noted for the remainder of his teammates, but they have to defend it. It's with the bullets only.
Carrigan should have bubble here. Unless he's considered it. Oh, spots him out. They know he's gone aggressive.
Well, where can Carrigan go now? He's stuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who this favors more. Opts to return to B. They don't have confirmation of the 4-man A.
But if Fiend want to fall back now, they still can. They don't have to go. There's over 50 seconds left. Bubble can call the cancel.
Oh, this cut no noise twist. Potentially walking into that orb crosshair. They are gambling A. It's the right call to make. Confirms their suspicions. Bubbles aggressed mid. Brokey's dig. Good for the one. They're coming. They're coming. Good angle from Rain. Knocks down another. Kicking and screaming now into the side phase. Do not want to give up just yet. The first of the 11-round comeback found.
Oh, okay. And that felt sketchy at the best of times in a round like that. This is... Okay, just to back up what we're talking about in terms of the lack of frags, right? If the numbers alone don't do it for you, we can even break things down into terms of like the multi-kills so far, right? So in a round like this, you're having to step up. Someone has to get a multi-kill, right? And we have Rain on 5, Olaf with 1, Twist with 2, Brokey with 1, Carrigan with 1. It's just, it doesn't exist. Well, Fiend, yeah, you can take a round like this, right? You don't have to push the issue. They could have actually scrapped something together if they wanted, right? We could have seen an AK come out, maybe even 2. They could have dropped some bits and bobs across. Brokey's up to 2 multi-kills, sorry. But yeah, still very, very low.
But it's so harrowing for FaZe, right? Like, you're still sketched out a bit by the Deeg and the Scout. But even if you pick this up cleanly, it's not like it's a, nice boys, let's go. It's a, oh, we've got to do the AKs next.
Yeah.
You know, it's... Same duel for Brokey versus Dreamer. Supportive smoke from Twist, catching a glimpse of the retreat. They're coming to mid, testing Twists and Olaf.
Opening kills have been another problem, right? I'm just having a little look at all the stat lines right now. 6 in total in the game played so far for FaZe. The rest of them all in the favor of Fiend.
That looks good.
Okay.
Very good.
7 opening kills now. It's just way too late to be starting the car, right? It's going to be... This would be an insane comeback, considering the context of this, how this one's kicked on off. Look, it's FaZe. It's possible. It's their CT side. They could shut the door right here, right now. They
you reckon
really
Carrigan's given the chat, like, guys, you think you're a major team? You think you want to get to the semi-finals? 15-5. We got to come back. Got to prove it.
Show me now.
Show me now.
All right, well, let's see. I've loved the Counter-Strike that Fiend have been playing. I think they've been looking fantastic. Always had a cheeky little back pocket maneuver. Their executes are good. It's not just cheese.
No, and I can't believe I was about to say that legitimately. They've been playing their game.
We're going to get you on the interviews from now on.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. They've done it. They broke me. Twists. I like the aggression. Trying to keep it aggressive and will thrive. Collects bubble. Clears mid. They're coming A. Red Star, the B lurk. The fly in the ointment late. Carrigan cannot afford to go down on B. He wants all of his A defenders to be able to focus on their objective. Red Star is considering his options.
I'm going to say something ridiculous right now.
Go on.
That's normally what I do. There's no nades left for Fiend, and they've already lost the opening kill. If they just sit back and wait, and an opening kill does, like an exchange kill doesn't come their way, honestly, like I know not saving because you're not going to have too much util to work with here, but this round already feels done, right? It's so desperate. You have to only win. The only way you can win is by finding a kill. So unless FaZe give it away, Fiend have a hard time trying to manufacture it. Like, how are you going to do it?
I suspect they're going. Rain gets no info. Any second now they can pop through. Olaf and Dark. Dreamer spotted.
Oh!
Rain eliminated!
Oh, no!
He's got the 2! Suddenly, FaZe hit the panic button. Oh, and Red Star's got more to deliver. Only Carrigan. This is it. Fiend for the 16-6. Never mind the save. They'll save themselves. Dreamer, what a headshot. Rain was just looking for info, and he catches hot lead to the head. Carrigan in jeopardy. And Fiend for the playoffs. It's secured. FaZe Fall. Oh, what can you say about that one? It's quick, but by no means what anyone expected when they said it was gonna be fast. Fiend 16, FaZe 6. And I'm sure the desk are gonna have a lot to say about that one. We'll be heading there next after the break.